Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer is thoroughly enjoying their new folding electric bike, describing the experience as absolutely fantastic right from the start. Our reviewer found this electric bicycle to be impressively simple to put together and exceptionally well built. They note its solid construction from top to bottom, even pointing out small aesthetic details, like a colored accent on the sprocket that matches the shock absorbers, which look great in person. When it comes to performance, this client was blown away by the power. To test the motor, they took it up several steep hills near their home using only the throttle, and the electric bike handled them without any problem at all. After choosing to leave off a few accessories like the rack and headlight, our reviewer, who weighs around 160 pounds, was able to reach a speed that neared 30 miles per hour. Even at that speed, the ride felt completely sturdy and stable, with no wobbles to speak of, giving a thrilling sense of flying. Comfort is another major highlight. This client raves about the included seat, describing it as incredibly comfortable and featuring a unique central air vent for added coolness on rides. The onboard tech also earned high praise, with a clear and functional LCD display that conveniently shows the trip meter, odometer, and speedometer. Ultimately, the experience is described as a fantastic cross between a small dirt bike and a traditional mountain bike, but with the distinct advantages of being quiet and street legal for versatile use. Our reviewer is thoroughly impressed with the quality and expresses a strong, enthusiastic recommendation for this commuting electric bike.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer, a seasoned enthusiast who has owned a half-dozen electric bikes within their household, notes that after putting about 60 miles on this new model, it has quickly become their favorite. They would rate it just shy of perfect, while also pointing out that, as with all their past bikes, they immediately made some personal adjustments for comfort. Our reviewer opted to swap out the factory seat for one of their own, and also raised the handlebars to achieve a better fit. They did mention that the rear shock feels a bit stiff for their 165-pound frame, but it's a minor issue they may or may not decide to modify later on. When it comes to performance, this client found the customizable electronic speed settings to be interesting. After setting it to 9 assistance levels, they discovered the lower end had some quirks. The first level provided a very gentle push, while the second and third levels felt almost identical in speed. Once they moved up to the fourth level, however, the power became more distinct, and they were able to test its top speed, pushing it close to 30 miles per hour during an initial ride. Crucially, the post-purchase support was a significant factor in their satisfaction. Our reviewer explained that when they encountered an issue that required a new part, the seller's customer service was impressively responsive via email and sent the necessary component without hassle. This level of support cemented their opinion that this folding electric bike represents a fantastic value. They concluded with a friendly sign-off, hoping others enjoy their ride just as much.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer recently received a pair of these folding electric bikes, and the experience has been a bit of a mixed bag. Our reviewer's husband took on the task of assembling both, and thankfully one of the bikes was a perfect success, no issues whatsoever, functioning exactly as expected right out of the box. It was a straightforward build and ready to ride without a hitch. However, the second bike presented a significant problem. A critical component, specifically the bar designed to hold the pedal, arrived noticeably bent. This meant that whenever the pedal moved, the bent part would scrape aggressively against the chain guard, an issue that repeatedly caused the chain to come off. This made the bike practically unrideable and certainly unusable for its intended purpose. Naturally, this client reached out to customer service to report the defect. The initial attempt to get help proved to be quite frustrating. After explaining the issue, the customer service representative seemed utterly clueless about how to proceed and placed our reviewer on hold for well over 10 minutes. Feeling unheard and with no progress being made, this client eventually hung up and was quite disappointed that no one even bothered to call back afterwards. Our reviewer even had pictures clearly showing the damage, but it felt as though there was no appropriate channel to share them initially. Fortunately, a different avenue for support proved far more effective. A subsequent conversation with a representative from the platform where the bikes were purchased provided a much-needed positive turn. This person understood the problem immediately and knew precisely what steps to take to facilitate a resolution. Our reviewer was able to send in the pictures of the bent component, which the representative promptly forwarded to the store. The good news is that the issue is now actively being addressed and taken care of, bringing a much welcomed sense of relief to this client.
That's all for today. If you like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.